Yo, what's good with it? What's hood with it? You already know what it is, who it is. Your boy Alias Reckless Podcast up. Shouts out, salute the team movement. We love the kids, man. Just like that, man. Today on deck, another interview, another hot one. Y'all already know, fresh off the stove, man. Just like that. Introducing the bro, man. Hey, we be linked up on IG all the time, man. Y'all just don't know. You all ain't, y'all ain't tapped in like that. But man, introducing the bro, Love Heart Network. Hey man, go ahead, introduce yourself. Give the people some
What?
background. You already know.
Oh damn! I'm sorry. I do come with a crowd. What's up,
You
world?
feel me? Bring the people.
What's
Bring the
what's up, world?
people.
It's your boy Frank Lewis. Some call me Frank Lucas. Some call me Lucifer. The thing is I got love. It's love. It's all love. It's Love Hard Network. I produce. I started this network because I figured nobody. One day I was in a brainstorm and I was like, at first it was give God the glory because I've always been like a spiritual person. But then I'm like, man, I'm always been questioning shit like, I don't know. And then God was like, or I heard, who love harder than me? Nigga, you love everybody. You've always been in the middle of everything. And I'm like, you ain't lying, nigga. So, I created the Love Hard Network, and the network is all about expanding the minds of the people, all people, because I believe that all people are kings and queens. We're kings and queens of each other, like all, like we're just reproductions of the same image, for real, for real. Mentally, it's all in the mind. That's why I put my picture there, though. But listen, I appreciate you having me up here today, man. This is a beautiful thing, bro. I love it when we can come together and put our minds together, bro. I love this.
Yeah, you already know what it
It's
is,
power.
man. You feel me? I open my platform to everybody. It's not,
Word.
you know what I'm saying, just a single category or genre.
Yeah,
I
I'm the
mean,
same way. I'm all over the place, man. I
yeah,
tell people all the
exactly. That's
time.
where you're supposed to be, man. I mean, everybody got a story. Everybody got a
Yeah,
story.
right, right. And it's powerful. Everybody has a testimony of making it through something, right? And I'm like, yo, that's power. Like, look at your life and empower yourself. Like, you are not suppressed. Ain't nobody holding you back but you.
Exactly. Exactly.
You like, yeah, sometimes like, man, I can't get no fucking six pack in my stomach if I don't work the fuck out.
Right. Right.
It's just not gonna happen. I got to make a move. The thought got to come crystallize into reality. So the thought, damn, what is it? I got to put down. What is it going to take to get this six pack that I desire? God to me is the governor of desires, which is your brain. That
Right.
part.
I feel like he the one to decide what the desire, which ones you need and which ones you don't. Because let's be honest, if we got everything that we desire, I mean, we pretty much all be living the same. Everybody want to be rich. Everyone want to have a nice girlfriend. Everybody want to have a big house. Everybody want to have a fat bank account. You know what I mean? So on and
Yeah.
so forth. So it's like he's the governor who, as far as pick and choose what desires you get to get and which ones, you know what I'm saying, he go deny you on.
I feel like the desires, but we get to the desires of our heart. I really do. I believe that, because it's mental. Like, if you think about it, if you want to go left, you go left. You want to go right, you go right. You want to yell, you yell. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are things mentally that we haven't even, I think, haven't taken the time to really digest. Like, use your imagination. Be like, holy shit, that's some real shit. Like, ain't nobody stopping nobody from doing anything.
Right.
So that's why I say God is within self. So it's the governor of desires. Your mind governs your desires. You
Right. As far as
govern
what you
what you
want the
want to
most.
do. You know what I'm
Got you.
saying? That's the
Got
truth.
you.
Like, you want to live, so you living. You feel me?
Exactly.
You want to slap the bitch, so you slapped her. Saying you got to deal with the consequences and shit because you slapped her because you lost control of self because you let her get you upset and talk shit and get in your head. She knew you was gonna slap her because now she's got a plan. She was trying to get you locked up, nigga, the
Right. She
whole
could
time.
play on that.
She played you, and I ain't no punk. I ain't no. She played you, nigga. Now you running from the police. Right? Or now she done pillow talk to another nigga and got this nigga after you. Cause
Right.
he trying to prove his manhood to her. You ain't got shit to prove to nobody, ladies and gentlemen. And my
Facts.
my thing, if you want to kill somebody, that must apparently you don't have no value. You ain't taken the responsibility of God in the flesh yet. Cause if you, to me, if you the creator, shit, you looking upon your creation like this is beautiful. How can anything wrong? I don't see anything wrong. But if you
But
think
see,
something,
that's why with me, no matter how much I may dislike a person, I don't
mhm.
wish death or jail on nobody because it ain't no coming back from that.
And you know, did you? I did this research the other day. Yo, did you know that stress, okay, releasing of stress hormones in the body, right? Like you mad at a nigga, you stressed out or whatever, like any kind of stress, that shit over time, it deteriorates the body. My nigga, we are killing ourselves.
Right.
You feel me? Why not
Right.
choose life, my nigga? This don't it, I'm trying to make this shit make sense. So I go to the hood. I'm like, nigga, why are you choosing this anger and shit? You know that shit kill you from the inside, right? But see, you can't see it. So you keep harboring this motherfucking anger and this resentment because your girl, you got that shit from your mom. Because they know how to harbor anger and resentment. I ain't even gonna say it's a woman thing. It's not. It's a scarcity mindset thing. The mind, it creates an illusion to think it needs more. It needs more to feel validated from the outside. It needs something else to feel validated. You are fucking a high value person, whether you got on Jordans or Bobos, motherfucker. It's all in the mind.
Right. Exactly.
You feel me? And I don't think a lot
Exactly.
of cats realize that they're fucking king. That's why they around here killing each other because they don't realize, nigga, it's wealth. It's plenty of money to go around. It's plenty of wealth from everything. You a king of kings. You supposed to be around here showing these motherfuckers what to pick up this motherfucking shit. Look at these kids in the street. Man, I cry. I cry when I see children die from a stray bullet.
No, that's facts. That's facts.
You feel me? I cry when I see a grown ass man die over some senseless ass death because a nigga could not manage his fucking emotions.
Man, it's to the point now where being a rapper is the most dangerous job in America, and that's crazy because
Uh,
you think about every genre of
yeah.
decade of music, 60s, 70s, 80s,
Uh huh.
even the 90s. Man, other than Biggie and Pop, we wasn't losing rappers every other week.
Why you think we losing rappers every other week?
I mean, look at the energy they putting out in the air. Listen to the music. You know what I mean? Words do carry energy. Words do have
Yeah.
sales behind them. So when
But
you
see,
putting
I
that
don't.
type of energy out, you
Yeah.
go get that back.
I feel like they putting out the energy. I feel like they're just expressing. They're just letting off words, man. We have to be able to. You hear that word, you should already know who the fuck you are. See, it's these niggas that's responding to what the rappers are saying that they don't know who they are. We
Right.
should
I
be
mean,
a
they used to keep it to the music. Now the music goes out into the streets because there was many diss tracks everybody had. I mean,
hell
Ice Cube
yeah,
diss NWA. You know
yes,
what I mean? But it kept it to the
yes,
music though.
yeah. And then now niggas they got a diss rap. I think it's entertaining because God is sit back like, all right, well, motherfucker, like I call myself Lucifer. All right, y'all want to kill yourself? I'm gonna sit back and look at this shit. This shit is entertaining. This shit makes money because then it causes fear. It causes people to go buy stuff. And you know what? I'm about to create some other shit. Keep it up. And then y'all want to blame, say, oh well, they did this and they did that, and you keep talking about Walmart, but keep shopping at the motherfucker. You
Right.
silly motherfucker. You ain't making no sense to me. It's called cognitive
I mean,
dissonance.
this is what irritated me the most when we had the whole BLM movement to
Yeah,
watch everybody sit here and burn down their own neighborhoods and
bro,
stores. Like, if
bro.
y'all want to be ignorant, take that to the suburbs, bro. Why y'all gonna burn down y'all own places? Now y'all ain't got jobs and all this ignorance. Like, that's retarded,
Hey
bro.
yo, they did it before in D.C. Remember when Martin Luther King he got assassinated? I think it was D.C. They fucked
Like
up their
it's
own
crazy,
city.
bro. I don't be understanding that. You taking out your anger on your own people.
But see, I feel like what it is one or two people, and then they hide, and other people they see they're very intelligent, so they send somebody in to kind of like start the wave because they already know in the community, the black community, especially the black community, how we are so like gung ho on respect and how we are so tethered to like this look feeling like we something big, but we are, but we have to show it. We ain't got to prove, but for some people feel like they got to prove themselves and they know it, so they will infiltrate and send something in to start it. That's not the cause. The cause was the individuals who saw it, who jumped on the bandwagon, who could not manage control of self. And what we see is a combination of people who do not manage self control. That's what we're seeing,
Right. You have some people for the movement, you got some people for self.
right? And to me, like, I listen, man. I love. And when I say everybody, nigga, I love white, black, China. I'm a king of king and lord of lords. I don't call myself Lucifer for nothing because I love the Jezebel where everybody hated the Jezebel people that left the church and went to sing and use their talent for the world in Hollywood. So they got, all of them got ostracized by their families and shit. They ain't no good. They left the church. And this is the same shit. It's like the same type of behavior that's happening. So until we learn to love, like I said, love all of us, which is the heaven and the hell in us, and stop denying and lying about the shit, I'll be laughing. I ain't got time for it.
Right.
And they,
I'll be on sit here lying if I said
you
I
feel
was
me? I
perfect.
start laughing. It's entertaining, man, because we all are responsible for quote unquote our own way into heaven, which is in the mind to me. So I can't take you to heaven. Only you can take yourself there. You are responsible for you, and that's mental. So everything that we got going on out here, y'all, man, you can't, you got to take it you can't take it personal. Do your own research and think independently. But it is not about this black and white, and we talk about the Jewish and the Jewish. I commend the Jewish community because they're doing what God told them to do. Faithful servants. It's us. It's not us. It's the people that don't manage their own emotions that are not doing the Lord's work, or they are self-sabotaging time bombs. And when you're
Right.
around, everybody has an ability to save that time because you know what? The time bomb was created. It wasn't born like that. So it was born in the hood, and it was born around a mom and didn't think she ain't have shit because she was equating money to everything when she got a brain and health. Instead of her being happy and raising that young man or young girl or three children that she laid down and had sex, consensual sex with somebody, and then had a baby. So what? The man ain't there. You just got three blessings, boo. Why are you complaining?
Right.
See, the kids are picking up on your energy of complaining. So that now the kids
Exactly.
think they ain't shit because they ain't got no
Right. They don't feel
daddy.
like
They
they ain't even welcome.
right. At 9 years old, man, I wanted to kill myself because my mom was too busy complaining about at 9, my nigga. I was contemplating checking out because it wasn't my mother's fault, but her influence on my choices. Her influence, she had a major influence. A lot of parents, they manipulate their children with their influence.
Right.
Like you making them like you. Make them be independent, think for themselves. Otherwise, you just raising a bunch of robots. And you wonder why, oh, he got a temperature like he like me. He get mad. You know why he mad? Because you have not been paying attention to him or her, and she's frustrated or he's frustrated because he doesn't even know how to talk his feelings or her feelings out. So
Right.
what they do is they go find somebody else to cope. They find these cope, and then they get in these fucked up relationships, and they blame people for their anger. They blame. That's all we've been doing is blaming. I am so sick of the blame game. Blame yourself. because you are responsible for you.
No, I mean that's the sad thing. That nobody wants to take accountability.
Yeah. But it's all good. God is good because it's brothers like yourself and me that talk about accountability. Damn, I'm dropping bars, nigga.
Right. You already know this ain't nothing new. This ain't nothing new. This is what we
You
do.
feel me? But what they gonna see? They gonna see us coming together, bro. They gonna see like intelligence coming together. Like, everybody has their opinion. Kanye has his
Exactly.
opinion. You know what I mean? He's entitled to it. That is the straight up, honest to God truth. This is a free country. People are entitled to their opinion. That is truth. If you can't handle somebody, you know how people say, you want the truth? You can't handle the truth. That shit
Right.
is so real, bro.
I mean, just like we was talking about the message and the messenger, Donald Trump can get on the airwaves right now and tell all of y'all how to get a million, but because it's Donald Trump, ain't nobody gonna want to listen. You
But
know
see,
what I
that's
mean? But
ignorance. That's
what about
ignorance.
the people that do listen and now they sitting down with $1 million? Like, man,
Right.
y'all didn't hear Trump put that out there, bro. Y'all was tripping. You know what I mean?
Right, right. But that's the individual. See, that the thing is the individual's ignorance. They want to bring somebody else in there so that they don't feel like they the only dumb ones, right? Misery loves company, right?
No, that's true.
So they
That's
try to
true.
they play it this manipulative way. They have see everybody to me is an influencer. Everybody. You're an influencer in your community, whether you like it or not. You're an influencer to your children. You are influencers on anybody you come in contact with. You are representing something. What do you represent? When people see you, who do they see? See, a lot of people haven't seen quote unquote God because ain't nobody wanted to take the fucking foots of God or Jesus and be like that on this earth again. Oh, anytime you tell somebody, I'll tell somebody I'm a God or I call myself Lucifer. Oh, I won't know, I won't talk to you. That's your energy. I'm reading some energy. No, what the fuck you are doing is reading your own energy and you're not checking it. You're
Right.
running. You're running. You're running from
I
yourself.
mean, me personally, if I
Mhm.
heard that more than run, I would ask why. You know what I mean? Because it
There
might
you
be a
go.
reason why. You know what
Boom.
I mean?
Right. But we've learned to, and it's a scarcity, like I said, scarcity mindset will follow its hunch, like follow its feeling. Like, you know what I mean? They got that intuition feeling. And they will say, oh, well, I got discernment. That was the Lord. That wasn't the Lord. Whatever. Like, just stay in the conversation and find out more information. You'll
Right.
find out if they playing you or not even playing. You can't be played if you are responsible for you. You could never get played. You could never be disrespected. You could never be hurt. You are doing all of this yourself in your body.
Now let me ask you a question. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And this, you know what I'm saying? This gonna be attached to the church. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's an open panel. You know what I'm saying? We talk about everything. So
Absolutely.
with that being said, lately, we've been seeing how we got pastors riding Bentleys and iced up and diamond out, and it's like,
I don't
is
see
this
nothing wrong
really
with that,
about
bro.
God or is this about money? You
I
know
don't, I
what
don't
I
see nothing
mean?
wrong with that. Me personally, I don't see anything wrong with it because it's like it's just a man. This man is giving his opinion on how he feels in his mind, what the Lord is saying, what he kind of like, through the book, and that's just his opinion. Now, if everybody wanted to follow it and follow his opinion, and I feel like a lot of the leaders should be, I don't know, maybe teaching them to understand it's all within self. I don't think no one's ever come across and express the word like I'm talking about it now.
Right.
Like, you know what
And
I'm
the reason
saying?
why I asked that, is because in the Bible it say the man with the most riches, it'd be the hardest to get into heaven. So it's like with you being a pastor, that's supposed to be your code of honor, that backing through. You know what I
Right.
mean? So with that being said, would I want to gain riches? No, I'd rather do for my community and do for people that's in my congregation that really need real help that's sitting at home with real bills due. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Things of that nature. Instead of helping me, why don't we just all help each other?
I think that I think that pastors. have tried, like pastors and social media and media itself, they are trying because they've just expressed themselves, like especially when pastors, they're giving their version of what how they perceive the what they read. Now it's up to you as the individual if you're not clear on it to ask a question. And this is the type of cat I've always been. My mom can't stand my ass because I ask too many questions, and shit. That's why I accept the Lucifer role, right? Because she like, nigga, look, what I tell you, God damn it, what I tell you, like, and I'm like, but why? I've always been that kid, but why? And see, these but why kids have all we've gone into the. I feel like we've gone into this like pattern of shut up, do as I say, not as I do type shit.
All right.
Like you don't need to know. Some things are let's just don't need to be known. It's like what? Get the fuck out. What the fuck you mean? Some things just that's bullshit. You covering up something. Because you should be able to intellectually explain what you talk about. If you supposed to be a child of God, you should supposed to be intellectually capable. You are technically, you are intellectually capable of expressing that and communicating that to other people. That's why the congregation is like it is, because people can't see God and nobody else because they like looking when an opportunity comes, we judge them and we throw them away. We call them weird, or we call them dirty. We call them a punk, a sucker, or we put all these labels on it. Then opposed of trying to understand the individual.
All right.
You feel what I'm saying? And a lot of the times, bro, in our community, especially like as a whole for the culture, we ain't looking good we look like a bunch of rabid pit bulls and shit. Straight up.
For real. I mean, this was crazy. Like, man, I'm outside chilling yesterday. Man, female walked through with her husband, her kids,
Uh,
all of this. Bruh, she get to tucking her kids. I'm like, bruh, I got a whole daughter out here that's 14. Like, for real, for real. It's me and your family. You that scared of me? Like me by
she did. What was she
you know what I
doing?
mean? And it's just, you know what I'm saying, the thought process of, bro, do you realize I'm downtown? I'm not even in like, you know what I'm saying, the hood. I'm in downtown,
Right.
like, but it's still that same mentality. You know what I mean? And that's why I tell people, no matter where you go, it's gonna be that type of mentality regardless. It's just
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
choose to react to it.
That's
Me, it
right.
don't
There you
bother
go.
me.
That's right. That's what I'm saying. That's why it's important that we instill in people to know what they know about who they are. Just like you look at a dollar, and if somebody told you it was a quarter, you'd be like, "Nigga, get the fuck up out of here, nigga. You're just ignoring." Well, you're supposed to know that about the greatness in yourself. How come we don't know ourselves as much as we know quote unquote money? Like, oh, I'm getting this money, but nigga, you ain't getting you.
All right.
That's why you got millionaires that's like they're still hurting. They get
Yeah,
it. They,
because they
they got it
millionaires, they
from
still got that hood
yeah.
mentality.
They got the money. They may have inherited the money somehow, but they hurting inside because they
This is
ain't got
what
nobody to talk to.
Look, this is what I tell everybody. How many white millionaires do you see with a chain on? Exact none.
Yeah, that's true. And shout out to Elon Musk. I've had an interview. I know I did an interview with him in one of my shows, man. When I was on another podcast, I know it was him. Shout out to Elon Musk. Shout out to Jeff Bezos. Shout out to all like I said, social media. Because I'm not like Kanye. I Kanye is I'm not knocking Kanye. But Kanye needs to be careful because he's got a lot of people that are following him, and that's what they was trying to express to him. You got a lot of people, that ain't thinking for themselves, bro, and they gonna
Right.
take that shit and take it like you not with them when they crawl across another a white person and they get mad. You not there to stop them, yay. You got to be careful what you telling the people, man, because they like if God gave you that power, that much power to have that many people under you, bruh, you got to be careful. And we all are influencers, man. right? Because they're gonna blame the influencer. They're gonna blame. Everybody likes to blame shit. That's what I'm telling you. You got to be careful because they're gonna blame
Right,
you. They're
right,
gonna blame when everything goes down. They're gonna be like, "Oh, it was Frank and Reckless podcast," because that's what we've been doing. We've been giving power to the people blaming shit. And these months, this is why people can hide and do shit because they use the puppets. The puppets, they're attached. The strings are attached by finances, fears of not having enough money, fears of not having enough, fears of jealousy, fears of inferiority, like fears of somebody better than you. When the truth of the
right.
matter is that's a personal fucking
Yeah,
ghost that
that's
they
what
have
I'm telling
personally made.
everybody. Ye's not doing that for us because who care about being attached to the Jewish? Us as a people or us as him?
Yeah, like I
He's
listen.
the one that's mad because he can't sit at that table. We not tripping about that. We more worried about paying our own bills,
I
getting
think he
our
can.
own kids together, things like that, our own community. We not tripping off of what the Jewish people is doing. That's a Ye issue, not a us issue.
Yeah, he brought all that stuff into like I mean he's entitled to his opinion. I get it, but I feel personally, me personally, I feel that it is everybody's gonna be fucking. They're gonna be shocked to find out that the true like God worship like loves his son Lucifer. They're gonna be shocked, but God did this for a reason to see how many motherfuckers would act and treat his motherfucking people like fucked up just because. And you claim you serve the God of the light, but every time you talk about destruction, and you're justifying it. So, it's to find, it's to be, it's to identify self and see the true deceiver, but not hate the deceiver. I don't want nobody to die. Cause
Facts.
I'm of life. I'm a child of God. Like I'm life. I may say I'm Lucifer. That still means I'm life. I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. That's what I'm telling you. I live for this shit. I live for the smoke, but I don't want it. I'm like 50. I'm like, I don't want no beef. Nigga, I'm connected to the government. You really don't want to fuck with me. It's called IP addresses. It's called, you don't want to see my boys get out there for real, for real. We got people, we got trained soldiers ready for combat. If them niggas came to the street, these street niggas, they would have no fucking, they would lose. They would straight up lose, but that's not what we going, that's not where I'm aiming at. I'm just saying, like, you can't, your arms are too short to box with God. And you shouldn't want to box God. What are you mad at God for? What did he not or it not do? What have
Right.
you not gotten? You got life, you're breathing. Number one, that's already glory. That's enough to fucking turn me out through this roof.
Man, people be asking me that at work. They like, man, how's your day? Like, man, I woke up this morning. Some people didn't.
Hell yeah. In the constant, like the it's subliminal thought of breathing, right? That's just something we do automatic. That's how powerful our brains are. Automatic. Shit is amazing, bro. I look at it like I said, the brain, the whole body, how the cells rejuvenate themselves. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, what the fuck? Are you living to die? What the fuck? Oh,
Right.
everybody gonna die? No, nigga, no. Why don't you live to live forever? That's not
No.
impossible. I'm a realist. It is possible. Anything's possible. It's all in the mind. That's my thing, bro. I love the brain, man. I'm fucking a geek, man.
No, I understand that. I understand that
I'm
though. You
geeked on
feel
the
me?
brain, man. Because anytime I talk to anybody, bro, they be like, man, you go and get on, there you go, talking about God and the brain. I'm like, nigga, that's what everything is, you dumb motherfucker.
But that's why I say my platform's open to everybody because everything's a conversation.
Word, 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 word.
You
Yeah,
know,
man.
and if you a real man at heart, you can always sit down at the table and have a
Word.
conversation with
That's true.
anybody.
Yep. That's true. We can always, if you real at heart, You can talk to anybody, any culture, any race, anyone with
You feel me?
no
Because it's
fear.
a conversation. It's not saying to change who you are. No,
Thank
it's
you.
simply just to understand what you
Thank
don't
you.
understand.
Yep. Like how you gonna grow if, like, the brain to me and our thoughts remind me of like fish. You know, they say the fish don't get bigger than their tank.
Right,
So the tank is people's boundaries. People got small ass fish tanks, but
right.
this fish could be as big as a fucking whale. But
True.
some got little ass minnows and shit in their head. I got a big ass motherfucking fucking sperm whale. Skeet, 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 damn it. That was for all the hoes out there. I love the hoes. I just want the hoes to know daddy loves you. Keep doing your
Nice.
thing,
I
baby.
love.
Long as you love who you are, babe, I don't care. You can fuck. I don't give a fuck about the body count. That just tells me you got some good pussy. That's something good. Everybody hitting that shit. Something good.
So let me ask you this. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? The topic I want to tap on is
Yeah.
why is it that, you know what I'm saying, we don't see strong relationships, you know what I'm saying, built to strong marriages anymore. You know what I mean?
Um, I think I think the reason why we don't see strong marriages, well, I don't know. I think there are still some strong marriages, man. I just think that you know, um, again, it's that mental anguish. People are not built mentally to keep going. When as soon as they face opposition, they ready to leave. Like they ready to
Right.
flee. You know what I'm saying? They not like I said. I feel like it's not understanding yourself first, right? Because most marriages, some of them. I know I'm in a separation myself. Um, my first marriage, I cheated. I was insecure. I'm not blaming her. I cheated, but I wanted to still be with her. She didn't want to be with me. That was something she did not want to forgive, and not to mention some other shit that she asked me to tell her. She didn't want to forgive me. Really,
Right.
reason why relationships don't work because people don't know how to forgive. They won't. Like somebody say, "Oh, I can't stand a liar." Bitch, you lie all the time when you put on your heels and that makeup every day. Bitch,
Right.
you are not 5'9", you are 4'11". You got on makeup. Your eyelashes are not like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I forgive you. When I wake up in the morning, that's not the woman I seen at the club. But I
Right.
forgive you. Men are so forgiving. Women don't. I, don't- uh, I don't know. Man, I don't want to sound sexist because they'll jump on me for being. Oh, you did this. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he's a
Hey, I mean,
sexist.
hey, say what you feel though. You know what I mean? Hey, say what you feel.
I just I know how they move. You know what I mean? Oh, he talking about, and nigga, I'm trying to edify your spirit and give you your power, and you somehow trying to play victim. That shit don't even make sense to me. How the fuck does that make? How can you be upset with me that I'm telling you you're powerful and gracious, and I'm trying to identify so you can show you your power and making the decision. So I didn't make you mad. Stop trying to play me, shorty. You know that. Apparently, if you confident within self, either you playing some fucking games or you really need some help, and I'm here to help. Let's keep it a
Right.
buck. You feel me?
No,
And I
I
feel like
understand.
the men and the men, we got an opportunity. We G's, right? We gods. Females are gods too. We got the same love that we have for self. We got to learn how to give. When you love yourself, you give that shit out to everybody. My cup overrunneth with joy, my nigga. I love you. You're amazing. I tell anybody they're amazing because that is the honest to God truth.
Right.
And I
Right.
stand on that shit. 2 feet, 10 toes. So it don't even make sense how I can tell somebody they're amazing and a nigga want to come after me to hurt me. And many people were like, yeah, let's go get that nigga because he said we was amazing. What the fuck? And y'all let these niggas run rampant?
Right. Right.
What the fuck is going on? And then you crying because a motherfucking child just died. An innocent child got a stray bullet, but you still claiming this fucking simple ass hood shit. Who are you standing for, my nigga? What are you got? What are you standing for? I feel you not a punk, but you know you not a punk. You ain't got to prove nothing. This nigga is calling you a bitch because he trying to see what you gonna do. You know who you are. Sit there and look at him and smile and laugh at this nigga because he's right now, he's just trying you and it ain't working, right? So then when he get real frustrated, then you realize this nigga don't even know himself.
All right.
He
All
only
right.
know himself because if he knew the God at which he was, nigga, he would be edifying you,
All right. I mean,
uplifting
that's
you.
what I be telling people. People gonna have their opinion. People gonna talk about you when you dead and gone.
Right.
Like you can't let words get to you.
Word. That's, bruh. I've said on many shows, the word cannot be greater than the creator. Who is the creator? You.
All right.
It came in your mind, you heard it, you created the energy behind the shit you was feeling because you was internalizing some false shit that you, some delusion you made up in your mind at that moment to conjure up this fucking whatever it was, that the spirit of jealousy. Wow, you conjured it up. And you now you act like you don't know where this shit came from. You was a silly motherfucker. You got some work to do. If you blaming everybody for all that motherfucking magnificent power, you got some work to do. Or use a slick motherfucker. I love you. Use a slick motherfucker.
All right.
You
Right.
feel me?
Nah, for real. I mean, like me personally, like when it comes to people I rock with the heaviest, I tell them all the time, the reason why I rock with y'all ain't because of who y'all are per se, as
Word.
far as oh y'all cool, we be kicking it.
Right.
Nah, it's because y'all real dads. And it ain't
Word.
enough of us out here. So
Word.
like the people I rock with the heaviest, like Ice 803, you know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
You feel me? Stuff like that.
Shout out to Ice 803 in the building.
Yeah, like we all like real dads, you know what I'm saying? That's why I
Yeah.
rock with them like first and foremost, just because
Right.
niggas is real dads, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it hit different, you know what I'm saying? When that's how you basically built your relationship with them is on some realness. You
Right.
feel me?
Yeah, yeah. And you know, when we parents, man, like that's what I don't understand. We got a lot of niggas that got kids that's still out here. That I don't know. They won't go into their role and put that creator hat on to see, like, yo, how the fuck you gonna kill somebody else's child, my nigga?
All right.
Like, how you? What if that shit pull up on your door?
You feel me?
You gotta stop this shit. In order to stop it, we gotta just show these kids what it's like. And these moms, you can't be mad at because your baby, y'all not together. You got a child. You should be so happy. What happened to giving praise and glory to this beautiful creation? Another beautiful creation you helped bring in here. Thank you. And you can't thank him because you too busy worried about the finances. Oh, this nigga ain't no good because he not supplying. And I speak from personal experience. I'm a man chasing after a dream. I'm homeless, and I've gone to a point where I have to ask people for help. But I had to get out of my pride to do that. I felt like the Lord was showing me in a way to show me, just ask and you shall receive. But
All
when I go
right.
around asking, man, you should see the faces on people, man. Like I said, I'm homeless technically, but I'm not for real, if that makes sense. Because the house is being built, the kingdom is being built. I know as I sit here before y'all today, and as you see the network grow, you'll see the house. Because I wanna bring the camera crew to show around with me. I want to be the fishbowl everybody looking at his life. Because
All right.
I'm giving God the glory for everything as I'm pushing the Rolls Royce Phantom. Because what you see is God rewards gratefulness, gratitude. It creates an energy that it's magnetic. It's magnetive. I love on people. That's what God would do. If God walked on this earth, what would he do? Doing exactly what the fuck I'm doing. At least that's what I'm imagining. That's the algorithm I'm creating. Because I'm using my imagination, which is in the prefrontal cortex of the mind, And I'm like, as a creator, how would he move? How would I move? So I ain't
Right.
scared of nothing because I create fear. I ain't scared. I'm looking at my people coming to me. I'm able to read the spirit. And what my most important thing to do, and to all you single fathers out there, that I don't want you to think that because you don't have the money, like it's all about money, man. It's about how you talking to your children in the presence of
Right. Just spending time with them.
guiding them in the way they should go. That's all you need to do. And technically, they not your kids for real. If we gonna go on a higher being, they belong to
Right.
God, my nigga.
Right.
So you supposed to be guiding them so they can be independent gods within self, like you. Guide them in their thoughts. Guide them so when they go to school, kids be talking shit. But see, that's from kids talking shit. Is from parents who taught them how to talk shit because the parents didn't love themselves. See, because what's going to end up happening, we're going to have more people loving themselves from a children's perspective. And then now schools ain't going to be talking about people. They're going to be uplifted. How can we help? We're going to have schools, geniuses going fucking crazy. All kinds of shit being built. Because now it's called synergy. They're working together. They're not beating
Right.
each other up. They're collabing, they're putting minds together, and they building. That's what's gonna end up happening.
No, that's facts though. That's facts.
Because right now your kids got to face other children that don't. That's why it's important. That's why it's important not to scare. And for me, it's important to let my kids be independent thinkers. I don't judge them. I don't try to push no fear. I don't be like, I'm your daddy, you listening. Nope, no. I don't do that. I have an open space. I'm like, come talk to me. Whatever you want to talk about, you're perfect to me. Come if you're concerned about something, come talk to me. My job is to help them learn to express, work out the thoughts in their mind, to show them that they are gods themselves. And you don't yell at a God. You don't tell a God he ain't shit. You don't tell a God he don't know no better. You guide them. That brain is powerful. And a lot of you parents are leading from how your parents led and how their parents led. You just
Right.
repeating the same fucking loop because you scared to do something different. And that is the truth. You scared to look crazy.
Oh, I definitely raised like me and my daughter's mom. We definitely raised our daughter completely different than how we was raised. Like
Right.
everything for real. I think the last time she had a spanking was what she was like 5, and she's 14 now. So
Yeah.
yeah,
And you remember when you got a spanking some of the time, you remember how mad you would be? Cause it was almost like your parents wouldn't fucking listen to you. Like you did
right,
something. You did what you did for a reason, man. The belt is not the correction. The correction is identifying the problem and get to the root cause, and then we change that. Beating does not get to the root cause.
right,
It's
right,
called, see, that was worked out through frustration. See, that's apparent. When they get the beating, that's because you don't know nothing else to do but to grab the belt. Because you blow you short circuited inside. You got to grab the belt and do something. It's a selfish act. You're releasing your own stress on your child or on that other godly being. And that godly being does not take that hit. You won't beat a dog like that. Why the fuck you beating a human?
right.
See, this shit is deep, bro. And I and
Yeah,
I
now
just
some people do treat they animals better than they kids.
yeah. You know why? Because they don't talk. That's the reason why they treat animals better than they treat their kids is because they can't their mental space capacity has not expounded. They have not even tried. So they're doing what is like therapy for them and live in their own little world and have a dog and just act like they know exactly what the dog is thinking and all this shit. They don't know shit.
Right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying? Like, yo, I know, but the dog does the same thing that the owner does, the groomer. The dog is reading energy, reading emotions. That's all he can. He can't talk. He can listen. He can hear you, but he can feel your emotion with it or it. And they're very intuitive, but they could sometimes they get it wrong. They ain't right, but we make it right. We be like, oh, he understood me. That's why he came and laid on my stomach. You don't know that.
Right.
This nigga was hungry, nigga. But you know, they pick it up from patterns. I guess we pick shit up from patterns and we learn from other things. But yeah, man, I'm just grateful, man, for real shit. That's it. That's all I can say, man. And I appreciate you so much, bro. You're amazing, man. I just want you to know that.
No, it's no
For
problem,
real.
man. I ain't did nothing that more of us
Ah,
could
nigga,
already
you're
be
amazing.
doing.
Nigga, take care of your flowers, man. I don't have no problem giving people
No,
flowers. Nigga, I'm Lucifer, nigga. I'm giving out flowers, nigga.
no, it's all love,
You
man.
know what I'm
It's all
saying, man?
love.
Yeah, bro. I
Like, I mean,
appreciate you.
like to be honest, I used to do a different channel, and I used to do like shoes and stuff like that, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I just switched it up because I'm like, I could be doing something way bigger than just talking about shoes. You know what I
Word.
mean? I could
That's
have
what's
a
up.
platform doing something completely different.
Yeah. That's what's up,
So
man.
it just started off with like all being about the kids, like just protecting kids. And then I just added, you know what I'm saying, the podcast into it. Like, well, why not just do a podcast about it?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Have you man, we gotta have you do are you what I want to do, man. My dream and my vision, if I can share it with Reckless Podcast and all your followers, all everybody, the family, if you will, is my dream is to continue to give God the glory in a manner where again, and I want to open what I call healing centers.
Now, go ahead. You can speak on it. It's all good.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, yeah, I want to own. I want to create. I mean, I want this build network to build. I want to create healing centers, Love Heart Network healing centers, where people like you, myself, yeah, they're there. We running these centers where people, children, can get the love that maybe a parent feel like he ain't and she ain't got time to give. Like
Right.
it takes a community. It takes a village, man. Like it ain't just the parents' fault. Every person that that child comes in contact with is an influencer. So when he or she goes out from their household, when it, I could take. That's why it's important you teach your kids to know what they know about who they are, because a lot of people ain't teaching their children that. So that's why we get the bullying and all this shit. Because
Right.
these bullies are hurt. These children are hurt. These children have grown up in an environment where their moms is they just all they want is to be appreciated.
Nah, that's facts though.
And see, that's the thing. We gotta teach them how to do that within self, but to be self-sufficient, so that you ain't looking for that shit from the outside.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because if you look for it from the outside, you may get somebody, an influencer, that really is not feeling himself. He may be mad at himself because he got a, I don't know, something. He ain't looking like he or she ain't seeing themselves as beautiful from within.
Right. See,
So
like to
yeah,
be
go ahead.
honest, when
Mhm.
it came to be like doing a podcast, as far as like the bigger picture, if it's ever like contracts involved, bigger sponsors, stuff like that,
Yeah,
I always looked at the situation as far as like the Joe Budden perspective, like they need me more than I need them. You know what I mean?
right.
So it's
Yeah,
like don't sell yourself short. You know what I mean?
right.
Stand out of the
Yo,
crowd. Don't do what the crowd is doing.
yes,
So when they take
yes.
in sponsors for $400 or $500, you know what I'm saying, for an ad, like, nah, I want to take one for 4 or 5 thousand.
Right. I ain't gonna look. I was on what was that app? I was on an app called, you ever heard of Wisdom?
Uh-uh.
So I was on this app called Wisdom and shit. And this guy, he was like, yo, he offered me $1 million to be the sidekick, like some kind of sidekick. And I mean, I at that time I was like, hell no. I'm not a side piece. I'm the motherfucking master. So But that was, to me, that was my pride though. I should have took that motherfucker that offer because I know
Right,
damn well because it would have been the start. But anyway, it was. But he had to have been joking because I did text him afterwards. It was like, yo, I thought about that shit. I can play this role. I can play that role. You know what I mean? Because I know who I am. So when I go ahead and get blessed and play that role, that's $1 million. That can start. That's the start of anything.
right.
I got a lot of ideas and visions that I know, and I know that you do it. Everybody does. Everybody dreams, man. And dreams come true. This is where dreams come true, my nigga. You gonna
Fact.
see it.
Hey, shout out to Ice, man. What's good with you,
What
bro?
up,
Appreciate
Ice?
you jumping in the building, man. You already know.
Yeah. So yeah, I hope I'm not I hope I'm not boring your listeners with the oh,
No,
here
no,
you go
you
with this
good.
Jesus talk shit. I'm
No,
not.
that's what I'm saying. Platform open for everything over here, man. Like,
Yeah.
this is why I tell everybody, you never know who pull up on the vid or pull up on the interview. It's like, man, every time I pull up on the interview, he got something different going on. Like,
Right, right.
yeah,
And you know what's funny to me is that if niggas don't like the Jesus shit, and then when you say Lucifer, niggas like, oh, I don't fuck with you. It's like, nigga, well then what do you fuck with? Cause you're confusing the shit out of me, man. Like, what?
okay. Okay, I see you, man. You have fun. Hey, man, don't forget to shop for your boy. You feel me? Don't forget to shop for your boy. You
Yeah,
know
don't
what I mean?
forget. Well, you
Hey,
got
if
two
you got
boys
to,
now.
just
You got
grab
two
that
boys.
young cacao. Just
Nigga, I
grab
wear
that
size
young Wu
14,
Tanger.
nigga.
You know what I mean? For real. Nah, man,
For
shouts out, though, man. You be safe and careful out there. All love and blessings, man.
Yeah,
Y'all
no
go
doubt.
kick it,
No
man.
doubt,
Have
man.
fun.
Well, yeah, so, you know,
But
I
now,
just,
as far as the centers, man, that's like that would be dope, because right
yeah,
now YMCA and the Boys and Girls Club, it
yes,
ain't like it used to be. You know what I mean?
right,
Now it's all about politics. You know what I mean? It ain't even
right.
about the kids no more.
And like I said, like it has a lot to do with the community, bro. It's the people in the community that they just we've gotten so used to trying to blame somebody else for some shit that we need to be fixing. It ain't the government fault, bro. The things that's going on, all of these shootings, it ain't the police officers. You got some police officers that maybe, um, well, let's take a couple of the shootings. Yo, them motherfucker, you ever been? I don't know. I don't know about you. I've been in a couple of shootouts. Your
Of
adrenaline
course,
rushes.
yeah, of
The
course,
adrenaline is rushing.
right,
You feel me? Like decisions, you ain't thinking about, oh well, should I do this or should I
right.
do that? You ain't no.
You just doing what the first
What?
thought of your mind is.
Fight or flight, nigga. That once that motherfucking trigger is pulled, cat, and most of them they got automatics. It's an automatic.
Man, oh, you talking K, AK?
I'm just yeah. You know what I mean. Just sit. Once you pull, and it's just like in psychology. Once somebody is triggered, cat, 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 they get the busting off. It's no different than what's going on in the streets because they can't hold their cool because if they've been triggered, they let something inside that triggered them. They have not identified what kind of ammunition they got. They don't even know it, but then they bust off. Man, fuck you. Who you disrespecting? And then it turns into, let me get the weapons. Let me get the weapons of mass destruction. Let me put this in his fist. Pop, 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 pop. Oh, matter of fact, let me get my gun. It just keeps going.
Right, right.
If a nigga know who he is off the break, you know you are unbreakable, nigga. You are God's fucking masterpiece. Why are you
Exactly.
acting like you not?
No, that's real. That's real. That's why I be
So,
telling everybody, man,
yeah,
it's hard to knock me off my pedestal because
word,
it don't phase me.
word. That's how I am, because I had my shows, people come in and using cursing and shit. I curse. Like, I curse. I indulge in extracurricular activities, you know what I'm saying? Um, and I love the hoes, and I, man, listen, I love the LGBTQ community. I don't get down like that, but I still love them. I ain't got you. They don't. It ain't no fear.
Nah, I don't hate nobody.
You
You
feel me?
feel me?
I ain't got time, man. It's so much love in my heart, man, because I'm so grateful just to be doing this, nigga. Just breathing. That shit gets my dick hard. So, like I said, man, I'm all the man that I need. I just, am I looking for a woman? It'd be nice to have a woman like me, like wild and confident, so we could help. I need some help to save these children, and I need a. I would. I don't. I would like a female to partner with me to save the women, and I help with the men. We do it together. Show them what it's like. I mean, I got an ex. I mean, I got a. Me and my wife are separated. I'm hoping that she don't see. She don't see it like I see it, and it bothers her. She thinks I'm irresponsible. She thinks I'm crazy and shit. And because of the irresponsibility comes from, when I was laid off and on COVID, and I went hard. I opened my own business, and I refuse. I refuse to just give up on it. I
Right.
started a Love Hard Network, and this is my plan A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. It's not bringing in the money right now, but it will. Oh,
Right.
trust. I ain't. Listen. You know how I go. Niggas become a millionaire overnight, and
Nah, that's
I'm
facts.
putting in work. You feel me? I'm putting in work. Faith without works is dead. My faith is that if I continue to edify the spirit and give God praise for living, which I am just grateful. That's all I'm doing. I don't need the money. I'm grateful. But I know I got to touch the rest of these people, and I got things to do to build buildings. It's nothing wrong with money. There's nothing wrong with it. But it's not going to be the source of my stress. Not at all.
Right. Right.
You know what
I'm
I
not gonna
mean?
move for money. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
money moves with me, nigga. I am it. You are it. We all are it. And the vast riches within our minds is that's the true wealth that many I think are overlooking that I will not overlook is my brain and the ability to change perception. Well, if you can change perception, that means you can also change the outcomes of the situation.
Nah, that's facts.
You feel me? Like we are masters, man. Living in a puppeteer. Some of them, you're a master puppeting yourself, being puppeted
Right.
by your own illusion of self doubt. Like you don't need to do nothing. Like oh wait, you hear these people. I don't have nothing against them. But I think it's funny, but it's like yo, I'm an African tribe. Whoop 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 whoop, and I'm like, okay, if that's what you need to make yourself feel empowered, my nigga. But God don't have no fucking. God is just energy. Energy don't. Before the word, it was nothing, nigga. It was just we was just doing our things. Do you think that a fucking squirrel probably don't even know it's a squirrel? You see squirrels getting upset? We like, come here, you bitch ass nigga. He's like,
Right.
motherfucker, I am a squirrel, nigga. You feel me?
I am a
Right.
squirrel. Who you talking to like that?
You feel me? So, but we say we am animals too, right? Because we get mad, so we go to the carnal state. We turn into an animal. So there has to be balance. You got to be able to balance that shit. But
Nah,
yeah,
that's real though. That's real. Like it's a time and a place for everything. You know
word,
what I mean? You gotta act
word.
accordingly. That's why I tell everybody, man, I try to keep working, keep home and not, bring the two or combine the two. Like be mad at a home situation and then be at work, you know what I'm saying, mad at everybody. Like,
Yeah, yeah. Because what you do, what you try to suppress, as they say, as it is below, so shall it be above. You can't hide. You can't hide from. You can't hide from yourself. You're running from yourself, like Bob Marley said. You can keep running and keep running, but you can't run away from yourself. That's why it says in the Bible and all that shit that God know you better. Like God is you. You run around here looking in the sky and shit. You have not sat down and evaluate who you are.
All right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So that's why I say when we people get in relationships and shit, they don't know they don't know themselves. They don't. They haven't even taken time to get to know themselves first. Now they trying to get to know somebody else. And so that, oh, you make me feel this. You make me no. They don't make you do shit. You are doing it your whole self. You are looking at this person and you are giving him or her. The person outside of you is the influencer. That's all that he or she is.
All right.
They're
Right.
influencing your choices. Doesn't mean who makes the choice. You.
No, that's facts. It's all
So
love to you.
you know what I'm saying? So we go back to the Adam and Eve when he ate the apple. They mad at Satan. It wasn't Satan's fault. Satan did what God told him to do. Nigga, look, tell this bitch to eat the apple. See this bitch do it. I think she gonna do it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna make you look like you got big muscles and a big ass dick and all this shit, bigger than Adam's. And let me see where she leave you for that. That nigga walked over like Dexter St. Jock. He was like, yo, what's up, mom? Go ahead, eat this apple, boo. She like, ooh. Fuck Adam. You paid, nigga. You got bread. Fuck that nigga. And ate the apple. Bong
Right.
bong. And then she tried to blame it on the devil. And he like, bitch, this wasn't my fault. See, since the beginning of time, we've been blaming the wrong people. Blaming
No,
the
I
devil.
feel that.
You feel me?
I
So
feel
that's
that.
why God told me to come back as Lucifer. Because the Lucifer has never had a positive representation. The weirdos need positive representation because they're not weirdos. They're children of God, bro.
All right. Right. Well, with that being said, man, you already know we at the
Word.
hour mark. Man,
Yeah,
that hour went by quick. You
it
feel
does.
me?
Time flies when you're having fun, right? I'm telling you,
You
man.
feel me? So before you know what I'm saying, we head out, man. Go ahead, let the people know who you is again, where they can find you at, what you got going on, all that good
Word.
stuff.
Once again, I'd like to just give a big shout out to Reckless Podcast, man. I appreciate the love, man. My name is Frank Lewis, aka Lucifer, Pastor Lucifer. But you can find me on the Love Hard Network. All are welcome. You know what I'm saying? I would say I'm a minister of the universe. I am an ordained minister. I just want everybody to come in and feel the love of God, man. And I can be seen. You can catch me my podcast. I got it on Spotify, Apple. It's under Lucifer. You'll see a brother with a bush, a curly bush. That's me. You can check me out. I got an interview with Donald Trump on there. As everybody loves it. Donald Trump, my man. Like I said, I have no cut cards, man. I love it all, man. I am one with creation, and I'm just here to spread the light and love. So yeah, man. Thank you again for having me. Instagram is Love Hard Network. I'm usually on Monday through Friday Eastern Standard Time around 2ish. I say about 2ish because I try to whatever, but and that's it. I'm just all about edifying the spirit within self. You got everything you need to succeed, man. So yeah, thank you again, bro, for having me, man.
No, it's all love. It's all love, man. I appreciate you taking up the time to kick it with us because time is something you don't get back. So you already know, cherish that. You know what
Word.
I mean? With that being said, man, y'all know who it is, what it is. Your boy Alias Reckless Podcast. Shout out, salute the team movement. We love the kids, man. And
Word.
we'll see y'all again at 4
Appreciate y'all,
o'clock on
man.
Kansas
Thank you
City
so much.
Whips.
Thank you so
Man,
much.
I appreciate you right now. It's all love. It's all love as
Likewise.
always,
You
man.
know
You
that.
be
You
safe
know
and
that.
careful. All love and blessings,
And I
man.
know, you know what? And I'm gonna say this. I'm prophesied. We're gonna see each other at a party. You know that, right?
Facts.
You know
Facts.
that. And we're gonna blaze, we're gonna get fucked up and have a good time.
Facts. Facts.
I'm prophesizing it. We're gonna
Hey,
be
speaking
together,
in
we're gonna blaze
existence.
and have a good time. And yeah, we are the change, bro. And I love you for what you're doing. Don't let off the gas on the ass, bro.
No, it's all love, man. You feel me?
Right.
Just keep the motion and traction
Hell
going.
yeah. Hell yeah.
You
But thanks
already
again
know.
for having me, bro.
No, I appreciate you coming through. You already know. Anytime you need the platform, just let me know. It's all love.
Word. One love, y'all. Peace.
For sure. And we out. Reckless.